algorithm to make moves.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that before. It's cheap too.
Saga
Looks
was
good, but I
back
think
at
it's only like
Cauldron
5
Lake.
hours.
Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job. He'd be inside, waiting for her. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too.
Let's look through all those.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Dead man walking, the weight on the smoking smells like corpses. Gone but not forgotten. No. All the late murders.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Christian became the killer. Probably a cult going, Christian. Hit those bodies.
Huh.
Nightingale was the only victim to become a monster.
Nope.
Cultists wearing deer masks.
Makes sense.
We don't smoke, we stand like corpses.
Ugh.
I could be too early on this one. That is true. We caught up on those.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13.
Fuck it.
Can't be opened on this side. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
There he is.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
Or if there's multiple
He
enemies in
seemed
this game.
anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning
Let's
this
show
cult's
them
goal.
just how it's
Their
tied in the
purpose.
first game. Number 5. Figure out where Nightingale went.
It won't open. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Nightingale back to Cauldron Lake. There, alright, Max. Can't believe there ain't anything else hidden in here. Just want you to look for extra stuff, but sometimes they don't put it there, so it's more rewarding when you find it.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay? Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down.
Let me
You
through,
two
boys.
handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Let me
Fuck
through.
me. That's terrible.
I'm FBI, let
We'll
me
do
through.
what we can, man.
Thanks. FBI freeze.
Right, Thornton?
One time I don't really mind playing
How
FBI.
could he do anything? He's dead.
Definitely can't get in there yet. There's gonna be so much stuff
I
you can
need
come back
something
to.
cut this.
Crazy.
I've already found 2 things where I need bolt cutters. Need almost. It's gonna be so adventure. I might start like write shit down. Remember it. come back. But
Terrifying
I'll just
pair.
blind play through it this time. Y'all, who's saying hi over here?
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
FBI.
Come on out! Something bad's going down.
FBI, hands up.
Let me out!
FBI. What's your story? It is. You a suspect, bro.
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't. Do you have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me? What's a lot?
It's not opening.
What's going on here, dude? A little bit of weirdness. Seems like. Yeah, we out.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
Smart choice, Anderson.
See you around.
Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP.
Nice radios.
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
Bro,
I
what is
agree.
this dude doing back
It's our
here?
best lead.
Hi.
I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Bruh. You look like someone from my town dressed like that. Oh, God. Just standing here next to the Celt symbol, smoking his cig with a bandana and a fucking biker vest. I know your kind too well, buddy. I mean, someone that's bald that I used to know. Hey, what's up? Don't worry, I'm using the crosswalks. How long you gonna scrub that window? What's wrong? What are you on? Let him breathe. I mean, we were
There's
trying to
another
find
lunchbox.
all details. This picture. Oh, there's 5 in that one. Only give me like 2 before. Eyes red as Ruby Stones.
It's so quiet here now that Schubert and Hester flew over the Rainbow Bridge.
Take it easy.
Do you fellas ever miss them? Do you miss your parents? I know I do.
We don't stank like corpses. Oh, it looks pretty good. This water is a decent part of this game, considering it's supposed to be involved with the
I'm gonna go
lake.
check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
How about that weather forecast for Deerfest? I've been working on this float for a month straight.
Deer fish. There it is.
Hello.
Man, this is the genre of game that I would like to play.
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
For my YouTube channel. These type of games, Resident Evil, Fortnite, on extra game modes. There's more photos. Yep. I wouldn't think he's involved.
Think.
You know, I have this many photos and none of them are working. Nice. Nightingale, only victim to become a monster. Why? This may have something to do with it.
Think, Saga.
Hmm? Where is he going on? This is a real question. Freaking lights so bright. Nice. Couldn't see what the freaking clue said. That does not tie into anywhere else. Got another one for him. Whoa. Nice. Okay, so the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters. You can see the two are missing, so I didn't think that he was involved, but worth a try. I don't think I have it yet. Okay, on to the scene. Not the next shit. Double check back here. I mean, you never know what you're gonna find in the game you never played before, especially nowadays. So.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
There's another freaking thing I need the bolt cutters for. I guess someone chainsaw back there.
How are you?
Good, how are you,
A
sir?
locked box.
FBI.
Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade.
Interesting.
So what's good here? Any nice restaurants? I'm a bit of a foodie.
Well, the restaurants and shops in town are closed at the moment, unfortunately. They'll have a grand reopening right after Deer Fest, though. So if you're...
Almost missed this whole building. This type of stuff I could talk about.
I can't force it open.
Need to find them bolt cutters on the ground
Take
too.
care now.
Glimmer on everything looks so nice too. I love the seams on the chain link fence. Previously. Even the floor is ridiculous. It's another
I
deer.
feel bad for these guys.
Probably definitely something for petting all the deers. The third deer I petted so far. What do we got here? That's kind of suspect. Well, not kind of, is.
It doesn't budge.
I wonder if they're gonna give me something to bust some doors other than these bolt cutters that I am still. Dude over here ballet dancing by himself. Do you, buddy? Do you? Do that nowadays, you're gonna be on a YouTube video and the world's gonna be telling you this stuff how society is.
Hey, how's it going?
Hate watchers. People spent their time hate watching. Doing something productive that might actually be so that you're further than you are.
In 3 delicious flavors. That's right, our favorite sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, can now be enjoyed in smoked hickory, teriyaki, and hickory teriyaki. I handed out samples here at the Valhalla Nursing Home and thought I'd catch up with our residents to get her thoughts.
I'm gonna be pissed if there ain't anything in this giant ass building. Thanks for eating right there. Just like the shine on there, strings, absurd. Setting new trends out here. Like me, I don't follow trends. I set my own. I set in stone. Cross-reference to the old case file from the NYC Cult Similarities Communities in Mythology, part of series. Find out the name of a good copy from the guy. That's interesting, because I'm thinking, what if you find that, and then you go back to the diner, and let's look for coffee or something. What are you doing? Oops.
I can't get through this.
Yo, what are you doing? There's some cleaning service. It's probably somewhere where you have to come back to. That should be irritating me. Or whatever. Probably can use the fast travel between locations. No duh.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
I know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. The same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of.
Skip,
It annoyed me.
yeah,
But
like
that was
fucking
it.
salt times.
10 years ago, I started getting
Search
strange
for codes, so you
letters in
can
the
keep
mail.
finding new clues and getting
Fragments
photographs, and you have to link them all in
prose
order.
describing murders.
It's the pause menu as
You've
well.
heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult.
Plus, I got this.
Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the
Survival
chronicles
horrors
of
compared
Alan
to
Wake.
the other ones, not
The cult was
as much survival
copycatting
horrors.
the murders from the books. In
Dude,
their heads, they were
obviously linear, but that game also probably came out in like fucking, I think it's like 2012 or 13 or something, the original. Not the
After that case,
remastered.
I
Oh, wait.
started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the
Plus,
facts.
it's graphically on another
Next
level
time,
once
give them to me
again.
before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Goddamn, like shimmer from like the metal fences and everything, like glimmering off and everything. It's just ridiculous. But I also put in performance. There was something I had in performance. I think it was in quality mode. I don't really give a fuck about quality mode when I'm playing a single player game. I'd rather have it look way cooler. I don't need 60 frames when I'm playing fucking single player
The
game.
page
I'd rather
says
have it look
Nightingale's
better.
in something called an overlap.
So I
Need
care
to
about
figure out
graphics, but also I
exactly
don't
what
care
that
about frames
means.
in single player
I'm
games.
happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks.
It's better than
Let's start looking for
playing
Nightingale
themselves.
where he was killed.
Cases, track objects, information. Acquired to chart progress collection. The only thing I don't know is I didn't look and see if this game has multiple endings or not. It's something that I'm curious about that I would Google just to be sure. I would assume it probably
writer of
has New
these
Game
pages knows
Plus,
what will
which
happen.
would be cool.
Because they're behind
It's
this.
usually most
Or
of these
because they can see
games,
what's
same with
coming.
Resident Evil, and there's just
Impossible
no
things are
possible
happening
way
here.
to reach all
A
upgrades
world operating on different
in one
rules.
playthrough.
I need to
Like,
understand this
even
strange
he has
logic.
even those upgrades
see
for
the
his health
clues.
and everything, and
To solve
village
the
and
case.
everything. Like, there's no possible way because they don't give you enough animals to kill, and you need to kill the animals in that game to buy the permanent upgrades for health and stamina and blocking and all that. So like survival horror games, like, I would love to have that be like my genre of game that I played. Just the problem is they just don't really make that many of them. It's pretty much, yeah, to a degree. Yeah, they came out with the fucking new one or whatever. That's definitely, because it's definitely gonna be fucking it's gonna be like high in the high algorithm at that point. Then even because I even looked at one day like the highest pretty much YouTubers for that shit get like 50K views with Psycho Ghost and then that Ratchet or whatever the hell. But it's like I don't know, that isn't the most, but it's like I bet you that's gonna boost everything, like the whole standards of the game itself, like of how many views even the top and the little people are getting.
Hey, hello there.
Just because it's just pretty much the same as rebranding at that point.
Don't do a damn thing, huh?
Another one of those
And then
lunch
people
boxes.
did, yeah, exactly. People are like, it looks alright, but it's a PS4 game or something. So I'm sure it's had to have held some people back. Probably not a lot, but probably not a lot considering it usually goes on sale for like dirt cheap. I don't know about anymore. It used to. That's half the reason why I bought it twice, because I bought it on Xbox for full price, bought it on PC, and then I bought it on here on sale. So.
Hello, Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business, fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff.
I wish there was like
How's it going?
I don't even mind first person, but I wish there was like an actual 4-player co-op.
Do you know anything that
Of
could help
some
us?
sort. It was like playable for more than like
The Koskela brothers
50
are kind of a
hours or
household name
something.
around here. Speaking of, If you're looking for some fun,
I wish
stop
there was a
by
game like
Murray.
Dark
Just
Tide.
down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta.
Yeah, it's actually
And we
based
offer a variety of
upon
guided tours,
I can't
hunting,
remember. I think
fishing,
it's Resident Evil
hiking,
2.
whatever strikes
Because
your
when they weren't
fancy.
making
You
Resident
name it,
Evil
we
2,
probably got it.
like that company just like it ain't through Resident Evil, but they just tried to make something that resembled slightly or something.
Station, man.
There's two of
The
them though.
Federal Bureau of
There's an
Control
old
checks
one and then
volcanic
there's a new one
activity
coming
at
out.
air
There's an old
toxicity
one.
level. No need to
I
worry,
forget what it's
though.
called.
It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks
Yeah, there's new ones coming out soon, man. I think it's not, or it might even
Stephen,
already
we're
just came
investigating
out.
a murder that occurred
Forget what it's
nearby.
called. I'm sure even if you click
What
on
can you
that
tell
one,
me
then
about
go
your
in.
bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But
Yeah, one
I
of them's
do
older,
know
one of
anything
them's
about
new.
a
I can't
murder.
remember.
Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Cannot run through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it.
I'm curious.
My mom
I'm
used to
curious
knit
about
those sweaters for me and my brother.
Diddy's gonna go down for that shit. 'Cause that dude's finally, well, that one dude's been running his mouth all over the internet for like 4 years.
By Finnish immigrants. So
Oh,
between
cool.
your
The
name
dude who
and the
killed
sweater, I
Tupac,
figured
which
your
is pretty
family
much
might be from
proven, which is
Finland
Orlando Anderson.
too. Finland.
Because I don't know if you know anything about it, but like there's the day that he died, there's like a photograph. You can tell, like, you look in his eyes.
I don't know much about them beyond
I don't know.
that.
You can almost assume that he almost knew
sweater's just
something was
something
gonna
to
happen
remember
because
her
they
by.
jumped this dude, Orlando Anderson,
That's
who
all
was
for now.
a prolific Crip from Compton. They jumped him in the MGM casino, which is on video and everything. And then pretty much that's the retaliation. But the only issue with that is he died in a police shootout, Orlando Anderson. So it's like couldn't really pin it on him. But that other dude was like there, and I think it's uncle or something. But they're trying to say that Diddy dropped money to have the hit acquired. Then there's this other dude that was supposed to give the money to them and then never gave the money to them and then kept $1 million. But that dude's dead and died of cancer like 5 years ago too. So there's so many loose ends of people dying, and the case is fucking obviously fucking 20 something years old or whatever at this point. Everyone's dead, and then fucking the people who probably were there don't want to speak clearly at this point, or else they would have.
Our crime scene's drowning. Never mind the rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale.
Yeah, I played that. It's a 360 game.
In an overlap.
Well, it's 360 era at least.
Maybe something around
Yes. Yeah, probably not. Not for $60. Hell no. I'm about to be very cautious about fucking dropping. There's also one of them. I don't remember if that was the one that was like one of them was like similar to that. That was like Resident Evil-esque, but there's like two. I don't even know. They might have even reboot. They might have rebooted that game 3 different times because there was a 360 one as well. There's one that looks like Keanu Reeves on the cover. It's called Alone in the Dark, but it's not Keanu Reeves. But that was the 360 one that I'm speaking of. But there was one that was definitely like PS1 era that I think it was the original, and then I think the other one's the reboot, the second reboot, and then I think that that would be the third reboot, I guess, whatever. Oh. And it's also age. Lords of Fallen, that shit could blow me. I'm about to be super cautious on the games that I pay for. Yeah, Fade to Silence. I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking. I'm about to be cautious on the games that I drop high dollar on at this point.
What then?
Because that Lords of the Fallen straight fucking robbed me. Which I'll play it again, but like that was the. Yeah, I was double robbed realistically because I don't know. I didn't even realize that the shit was on fucking Game Pass. Pretty sure Lies of P is on Game Pass too, which I guess I can give that one a pass. Because that's like one of the best games that I've played this year.
Monsters.
Or the best Souls, at least.
Rituals.
Fucking dumps all over Lords of the Fallen. That's an actual finished game. They only put out one update, and it was just to make a couple things easier because people were bitching. Wasn't anything super crazy. It's just like the enemies that like fade away when you're chasing them that drop upgrade materials. Weaker, which I had no problem with them. But whatever. There's always gonna be fairies that play games like that. They're gonna want. Whatever. Y'all can fix that issue if it's that big of an issue. I beat the game 3 times without that update in it. Like, then you're off.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case.
It's like raining. I debated on napping at some point. I know at one point I'll catch up to me tomorrow, probably once I don't drink any coffee. I'm definitely pumped for how this game's gonna play out. I've only shot one enemy the entire time we've been playing.
Into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something.
Yeah.
Presence.
Yeah.
Nightingale isn't far.
Yeah, eventually you start busting guns all the time. The other one. They even have the PS5 version that they gave away. Yeah, I'd never played that. Yeah, I never played it. There's like 6 versions of it. There's like Hello Santa and all this. Yeah. I think there's like 8 versions of that game. Hello Jamie, Hello Santa. Oh! I never played it. I never put into a pattern or something weird. Is it multiplayer? I thought it was just like 2 people and that dude from what I've seen. Blue.
These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. What is that? Seems like it's reacting.
You're talking about, I know what you're talking about.
Flashlight burn the dark stuff away.
I know what you're talking about. The game with a little like purple and red and yellow people.
Into the witch's hut.
And then a little like mask.
There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut.
Oh, well, they built so it could have been both working on it at the same time.
To lead me to the overlap.
So, it's also a fucking basic game too, so it probably took 1 year to make, if not less. Also, that one game's like $3.99. Among Us. One game sells for like $3.99. One game sells for $30. What's the difference? Is that the one with the cow on it? Yeah, I remember seeing. I was gonna buy it one time as a troll game. Yeah, I'll play pretty much anything if it got a 4. If it has a 4 or something.
My first ever prank on Casey.
You gotta tell. You gotta look at how many people rated it. It's a lot then. I'll go back to you. Alright, that takes me outside. Bro, how am I missing health? I don't remember getting hit. I don't even know how to heal either, so. It's not mid. Worth trying though, especially on that. It's not anything spectacular.
Think, Saga.